Hello, creatives. Welcome to the daily pick a card and birthday reading for August 26. If you were born today after sunrise, you are a King of Hearts. If you were born before sunrise, you're actually yesterday's card, which was an Ace of Clubs. All right, so I'm going to turn over each card individually, then all together for the collective, then a special birthday message for you, King of Hearts. This is your solar year cards. They are here to help you help yourself in your manifesting abilities by raising your vibration. All right, let's turn over card number 1. Oh, right off the bat, we got the Fate. And it's in the upright position. So this is something that we need to prepare for on our path of destiny. So I'm just going to use the fingers down here and the fingers up here and just feel out which card wants to accompany that Fate card and see what it brings. Just kind of a little tingle here. That's what I'm waiting for. There it is. Let's see what we get. Ooh, the 5 of Hearts. I love that. The 5 of Hearts is very active, very creative, full of ideas, so many so that you are going to have an abundance. So the first thing you want to do is grab a journal so that you can jot down everything that comes to you with this card. It's going to come fast and furious and just an emotional overload of feeling really good, really high vibration here. You are going to have a stroke of luck. I mean, we are all about expressing our innermost, deepest feelings with really very accurate, very creative, very spot on verbiage. So if you're in the mood to write poetry, if you're a songwriter, if you even just need to write a proposal for something, if you need to give a little speech. If today's the day you're going to get that TED Talk together, this is it. This is the energy, the exact energy that you would need. Now, Fate is something to do what happens to us on our path of destiny. It's here to help us learn something about ourselves. So this tells me that you want to look to your ecliptic and you want to look to the Rahu because that is going to give you direction as to where this might make the most sense. It is you on your path to becoming more aware and conducting yourself in the way that will raise your vibration and just make the most of your life, right? What you're here to do, your destiny, what you are to become. Beautiful. And look at you. Woo, so glad this is in the upright position and such a very happy, productive, beautiful card. It might be a little trial and error, but do take note of every single thing you try and get through, because in all of that trial and error learning or information, emotionally feeling through the day, you are going to glean all of these invaluable nuggets of just beautifulness. So the 5 of Hearts is Jupiter energy. So there's going to expand and so much in abundance will come through for you today. So it's also justice. So you've earned this. This is your guides telling you that it's right. It is you getting exactly what you need and what you want. Beautiful energy here for you to just have that opportunity to bring through what your guides are wanting to share with you. I can't say enough about this. This just really feels great. Might be a little bit of a challenge, but that's okay because it is gleaming the nuggets, figuring out what's really, really going to work. It's seeing the value emotionally, feeling it through, and ending up with something that is going to be really pretty special. It can be like a healing thing as well. So think about that as you're figuring out facing these intimacies that you may face today, to get in touch with your deeper feelings. Great card for that. All right, let's move on to card number 2. So here we have the Queen of Diamonds. So she's really an interesting card to have show up today because we're talking about the King of Hearts. So, this is really kind of be an interesting counterbalance for today's energy. I love the Queen of Diamonds. She comes through as highly intuitive, that Neptune energy. So you're going to want to look to your Neptune position, see what you have there. As a King of Hearts, you have the Ace of Hearts. So today could be the day that you are finding an opportunity to just really blossom emotionally, given this new opportunity to be happy, peaceful. It could even be a new love for yourself or for others. Beautiful card. Okay. So the Queen of Diamonds. Right? We're looking at Neptune energy. So you want to see where your Neptune is up in those 7 card placements at the top and find out if that can give you another card. What card is it in? And you can go from there. And where, right? If it's in the Moon position, that's going to tell you one thing. If it's in Saturn, it's going to tell you something completely different. All right. So, yeah, she is all sparkly. She's got this magnificent aura. She's just really alluring and got it all going on. She comes through as just this magnetic, forthright, intelligent, capable, cultured, possibly a little mature, more than a younger, even if it's a young person, they'll come forward and they'll have that energy of being more of an old soul with all of that intact. So it's a great card for you to get today because you could be feeling this and, having this opportunity to take that and wrap yourself in it and step into the day with that is absolutely amazing. Let's look at card number 3. I'm loving this day. Ooh, the 8 of Diamonds. Now see, this is great because the 8 of Diamonds is all about realizing your own value. Can't get much better than that. So this is Rahu. This has an age connotation to it. So if you are around the age of 42, this is really special for you. This is you really getting a glimpse of how you validate who you are at your core, whether you self-validate and are full of it, knowing exactly and not having too much trouble about feeling who you are and being able to really embrace that and work with it, not to look for it from an outside source, reflecting back to you that validation to, what's the word for it? Validate and reflect who you are at your core, kind of reinforcing that for you. So now this card in the upright position says you're going to have a really good day of knowing your value very honestly, very correctly, and it's going to make you feel really good. I love that. Stability, diamond suits, you can't beat it. This is a big break card in the major arcana. That red eights encompass the hangman energy. So it's you able to look at things differently, upside down and sideways, and really see the value of all of that insight that you're going to gather. And it's going to feel like you're really solid in your decision making. Gotta love that. So let's talk about the King of Hearts and what kind of energy might be out there to enhance this experience or to undermine it, because it's all in the mix. It is today's energy. So we've got high vibe, we've got low vibe. And if we're feeling any of this, that could affect us. So the King of Hearts is what I like to call the granddaddy of cards. He knows this masculine energy, knows exactly when to say when and how to say it, when to say it, how to say it, who to say it to, in what measure, and doing the exact thing that is necessary emotionally at the time. So the kings are all about sacrifice, self-sacrifice. So they do that by deconstructing and really eliminating what's not necessary. It's kind of like a tough self-love. It's necessary to do that in order to grow into this maturity that you are here to do. It's a destruction or deconstruction of having limiting beliefs about yourself. You are here to grow and just expand beyond whatever you thought you could do. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You've got that 10 of diamonds on your ecliptic in your chart. It's a brilliant card to have as a path because it's all about knowing value on your path. It's brilliant. It's you upscaling everything all the time, becoming more valuable to yourself so that you can be more valuable to everyone around you. Beautiful, beautiful card. Even your K2 card is a 10 of hearts. So you can't get much better than that. Your Sun card is the King of Diamonds. It's really, really high vibe. You've got aces, you've got everything going on here. And what is in your Rahu is a 4 of spades. So that's the kind of energy that we're in today that we can tap into. So what's the downside of a King of Hearts? What's that low vibe look like? If that is what we could reach for the stars today, we could get tripped up on really being set back by a limiting belief that just gets brought up. You know how you can be triggered about something that you criticize yourself about, have low self-esteem about, don't believe in yourself about. That could come today. And you could have that job, that opportunity to turn that around. That's a king's job to do. It's a big job. The Kings of Hearts, they encompass the Saturn in your chart and the Death card. You gotta let stuff go. The Rahu, the Hanged Man. So it's the red cards. We've got that right here. Even though this is a diamond, it's the same thing for the heart, the 8 of Hearts. It's the Hanged Man. So that energy is here. You've got to, something comes through for you that makes you feel like you're a lower vibration today, then you're to sit in that 4 of Spades energy. Take the time out. You might not want to have this to do today, but it's essential that you do. And you take it and you look at it and you find what you can walk away with to make lemonade out of lemons. Maybe it's just acknowledging that, yes, I have that to work on, and I promise that I will. You bring it, I will work on it to the best of my intentions, and I'll actually have gratitude for you bringing it to my attention. Thank you. Or, it could be, yeah, I know, and I'm working on it. And you know what? I feel like I have come a long way already. No, I'm not done, but I'm going to work on it some more, and I'm going to start from where I am. I'm not going to backslide. Thank you. I appreciate the reminder of how far I've come. Let's go on and make this a better day than it's ever been before. So it's that kind of energy that we've got to work with today. So you want to be thinking about raising your vibration in order to be able to serve, show up with a bigger vibration, more loving, more generous, more grounded in your emotions, knowing how to do the right thing by everyone, including yourself, and doing it. It's big, big energy today. All right. So exactly that. I mean, look at this. We are looking at our ecliptic. So this is something that we are giving an opportunity that's highly creative. We're in a highly creative period of time. We are probably channeling that energy of wanting to keep a notebook with us and jotting down what comes through, even if it's a word here and there, to just pull that and save it, and it will come to fruition. Whatever is meant for you will be there. We've got all of this high vibe energy here with this queen. We are really going to have that bright, shiny aura that is magnetic. So we'll be able to do what we need today with that highly creative and very magnetic, forthright, right way of doing something. So yeah, we're going to have options with this card, and we're going to have that self-validation happening for us. So we're going to know instinctually, because the diamond suits are highly creative and highly intuitive. So we'll know how to do it, when to do it, and we're going to channel that from source. We're going to have just this gut knowing, especially on a King of Hearts day, if we can stay in that high vibe. All right, we'll keep our eye on the prize and we'll get there. Best of luck to everyone. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Love creativity when it comes around. So, King of Hearts, happy birthday. Let's see what you get for the Creativity Oracle and how you're being invited to raise your vibration so that you can add that energy to your reserves and be able to draw on it anytime you need to. Success. That's nice. Enjoying your life and the unfolding of your creative abilities as much as possible is real success. So it is in the unfolding to understand that every step that you take on your path of destiny, this fate shows up to tell you, to show you just how far you've come, and to take a moment and really enjoy the unfolding of all that you are unfolding into. You of anyone have such a magnificent chart, such potential here to do exactly that. They want you to stop and acknowledge it and feel good about it. And when you do that, what do? You raise your vibration and adding so much there to draw from when you need to. All right. Let's switch it off with the Spirit and Nature. Cards of Truth, Tarot. Two of Clubs. All right, here's you putting two and two together. This is beautiful Emperor energy, Moon energy, intuitive energy. You are going to get a lot of answers to whatever questions that you have. But you can see he's a note taker. He is one to use everything that comes to you. This is masculine energy, so it's going to be pretty clear, pretty concise. There's not going to be any blurry, unfocused energy around this. This is going to be pretty clear cut. So you'll know exactly. You might read it in a book, you might hear it over the radio, you might get it through correspondence, it might come through in your dreams, it may be daydreaming, it may just fall across your path, on your path. Beautiful. So knowledge is power, and that is exactly right. And let's never forget where it is brought from. Source. So yeah, enjoy every bit of it, and don't forget to be grateful and say thank you for every little thing that happens for you. You are going to have a beautiful year. I can just see this taking leaps and bounds for you this year. Be really curious if you are around the age of 42 and what your upper seven planetary cards are. If you'd care to leave that for me, I think that would be really telling as to what else is going on for you. All right, we're going to look at the Wishcraft card and see what you get. Moon wishes. The moon shows me patience. Yeah, because as a king, I can see with this chart with all those tens, two tens, aces, another king of diamonds there. You've got a lot of fast-paced energy happening in your chart. So that could be one of the things that you as a king of hearts has to work on, is that patience, that really understanding that any resistance at all to not having patience, you know what I mean? If you're impatient, that is actually a resistance to seeing the joy in little things. And that's exactly what this card is asking you to do, to slow down, to show your patience, work on having patience, and being able to see beneath why you're impatient and glean those nuggets, because it may have something to do with a resistance of letting something go emotionally that you're attached to, that needs to be deconstruct and or destroyed altogether because it's holding you back. I know, it's one of those. So being this Virgo that you are, you have that catch-22 of a perfectionist, and perhaps not being able to slow down to really see the most, excuse me, right way of doing things for yourself and everyone else. So the more that you can do that, the better off you're going to be. You are just going to be able to manifest with the most of them. A lot of moon cards showing up. We've got that blue moon headed our way. Not long. We are, about 4 days away now? I think it's next Wednesday. Another Mercury day. So that is brilliant. All right. We will use it. Until then, happy creating, everyone, on your creative journey.